Should a $13 billion aircraft carrier be worried about a $2 million missile? When I was in the Navy, I would have said no, but times have changed. Modern warfare isn't just about power anymore. It's not about exchanging lives for results the way wars were once measured. Now it's about cost, it's about economics. We've already seen this in Ukraine with the rise of drone warfare. Cheap drones destroying expensive tanks, a tiny investment knocking out a massive piece of military hardware. And that same logic is starting to appear at sea. An American aircraft carrier is one of the most complex machines ever built, a floating airbase. Dozens of aircraft, thousands of sailors, layer upon layer of radar, missiles, escorts, and defensive systems. On paper, nothing should be able to touch it. But here's the uncomfortable reality. You don't have to destroy every carrier. You just have to make losing one too expensive to risk. And that's where the economics of warfare start to change the calculation. Countries like Iran don't need aircraft carriers of their own. What they need are missiles, drones, and coastal launchers that can threaten ships operating near their coastline. Some of those anti-ship missiles cost around $2 million. Now compare that to a $13 billion carrier. If just one missile gets through the defenses, the financial and strategic shock would be enormous. And geography makes the problem even worse. Look at the Strait of Hormuz. At its narrowest point, it's only about 21 miles wide. The actual shipping lanes used by tankers and warships are even tighter than that, which means ships move through predictable corridors with very little room to maneuver. And predictable targets are exactly what missile systems are designed for. This is the new battlefield at sea. Not giant fleets smashing into each other like World War II, but cheap missiles, drones, and coastal launchers forcing the most powerful navy on Earth to think very carefully about where it sails. Because modern warfare isn't just about who has the biggest ships, it's about who can change the mathematics of the battlefield. And when a $2 million missile can threaten a $13 billion carrier, suddenly the rules of naval power start to look very different. Which brings us right back to the beginning. Should a $13 billion aircraft carrier be worried about a $2 million missile?